Hi, this is Eslin. Welcome back, my fishies. Today, I thought I would make some sauce for the spaghetti squash I made the other day. Now, this is already done. I baked it for you, but I put it in the food saver, and now I'm going to make some sauce for it. I got to turn on the fire as usual. Sit this back over here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little olive oil in here. This is the olive oil that I like to use, but you can use any olive oil. But there's one thing that I need to remind people that there's different types of olive oil. Now, the smooth olive oil is for sauteing and stir frying. And then there's another one. Let me look right quick. See the name of it. There's another one. Oh, the robust. The robust. Now, the robust is for making salads and marinades, okay? So there's two different types of olive oil. All of it isn't the same, okay? This one is for sauteing and frying, and this one is for salads. Stick that back over there. So we're just going to put a little bit of olive oil in here. Just a little bit, not too much. Sit that back, coat the bottom. Got the olive oil in there. Probably don't look like it, can't see it, but the olive oil is in there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sweat out. I have onions and garlic. This is about, what is this? This is a fourth of a cup, okay? A pinch of garlic in there, maybe about tablespoon and a half garlic mixed in with the onions. Got the onions in there. And then I'm going to, this is my Italian seasonings, okay? Usually I'll have some fresh ones like oregano, thyme, basil. I don't have any fresh, so I'm using the dry. Put that in there. That's just to open them up. And then I'm not going to use sugar. I want to try something different to make it sweeter. Put the sugar in. So I'm going to use carrots. But I'm going to sweat them with my onions. I'm going to take this. Oh, forgot about the bell pepper. Now, the bell pepper is like this because I put it in the freezer this summer. Fall. I got them when they were really on sale, really cheap. I'm going to sit this over here aside. Now, we're not going to sweat it for that long. We just want to open up. Get the look at there. See, we got the onions and carrots and the Italian seasoning. We're just going to open them up. Kind of toast the seasonings a little bit. And we're just going to sweat the onions and the carrots a little bit. That's because I'm trying to stay away from sugar, added sugar. That processed sugar isn't any good for you. So I'm adding the carrots to add sweetness. So we'll just stir this up. Now you can use fresh bell pepper and all of that. I just used what I had in the freezer because right now bell peppers are extremely expensive. Now when I bought them, they were only like a quarter a piece. So now I'm going to add, I'm just sweat a little bit. What I'm going to do now, I have some leftover sausage, just a little bit of leftover sausage. I'm going to put this down in here. Get the sausage all out. I'm going to use sausage instead of ground beef. I like ground beef, but beef is one of the hardest meats to digest. Put this over here. I wash my hands off. Yeah, beef is one of the hardest meats to digest. So now I'm just going to crush this up, stir this up. The meat, mix it in with the seasonings and the carrots and the onions and bell peppers. Just chop this meat up a little bit so it'll brown. I'm going to brown the meat. That's my whole intention, is to brown the meat now. I'll turn this fire down just a bit. Wait for this to get brown. And I also like a little red pepper flakes. So what I'm going to do now, see the meat is kind of browning a little bit in there. It's got a little bit more time to cook. I'm going to add in some red pepper flakes. Just a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. Just enough to give it just a slight little kick. Just to let you know it's a little flavor in it. Little kick, little kick. Not too much. We're going to let this brown up here. I'm smashing it because I want it to break into smaller little pieces. I don't want big chunks in my sauce. Otherwise, I would have made the meatballs to go in the sauce. Now, you can use almost any kind of meat. You can use ground chicken, ground turkey, lamb. You can use almost any kind of meat to go with your sauce. That's not quite brown yet. I'm going to let that brown. And then what I'm going to do after this browns, I have some diced tomatoes. But what I did was I pureed them. Yes. I buy the diced ones that way. I can either chop them or dice them if I need them in smaller. Now, I don't haven't decided if I'm going to make a sauce or a bolognese. The bolognese is not as has as much tomato sauce as the regular pasta sauce. And if I need, I brought it just in case. I might need it. I brought it just in case. I'm going to stir this up. Let this here meat brown up some more, a little bit more. It's almost all the way brown. Oh man, the aroma. Here, let's get a vision smell. Oh, you smell that? That smells so good. That's my Italian seasonings mixed up with a little bit of carrot for the sweetness, some onions. Okay, now, ground beef is it's all browned up. It's not beef, I mean pork. It's all browned up. Pork is nice and brown. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the crushed tomatoes. Well, pureed tomatoes. I pureed them. I'm going to add that in there, give it a quick little stir. Now, stop sizzling. Now this like this is more like a bolognese. This is more like a bolognese. It's kind of thick. It does not really have that much, saucy. It's not that pourable, but this is what is called a bolognese. But I think I like mine a little saucier, so that's why I brought all the tomato sauce. We'll probably use maybe just a half a can. Probably maybe just a half a can. See how that goes. Yeah, that's nice. Just a half a can. Yeah, as you can see, I just added a little half a can. I'm gonna stir it up and mix it. Get it all nice and mixed up. And I'm gonna get some water. Adding the water also helps clean off the can. So now, as you can see, it's a little thinner. It's thinner. I like mine a little thinner like that. It's not as thick. Like before I said, the bolognese is a little thinner than the sauce here. So we're going to put the top on this. Let it cook down for a little bit. Now remember, I have the little steamer, so you're going to point it away from you. So when you open up the hot pot, you open it away so the steam goes that way. I'll be right back for a second. Let me clean up some of the stuff here. And we have to get a tasting spoon. I didn't add my salt and pepper yet or any other seasonings. I wanted just to simmer a little bit, to marinate just a little bit in there. Sit for a few minutes. Then I will add the extra seasonings. But I did put in my red pepper flakes because I kind of wanted them to soften up, Here, we'll see this. We'll put this here. Now, I'm only tasting to see if I need to put any salt and pepper in it. We'll see. That's good. Darn right tasty. What happened is I use carrots instead of putting sugar. Because sometimes you need a little sugar to sweeten it up a little bit. Oh yes, this is coming up really nice. Real nice. But I do need to add some pepper. I like my fresh ground pepper. We do need pepper. And I'm also going to add some salt. This is the Himalayan pink salt. Now, I have lots of it. I'm not out, but I just like to use it up until it's almost all gone. I have lots of Himalayan pink salt. Now, we're going to give this a stir. Oh, that looks delicious. Doesn't that just look delicious? Smell-o-vision. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to come up with something so you guys can start smelling it. Just extraordinary dishes. Look at that. Look at that. Doesn't that? Can you smell that? Can you smell that? All those Italian herbs and spices in there. Okay. Now we have to let it simmer for a few minutes. And I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to step over here, get my bowl. I got to get the cheese ready. We're going to put just a little bit of cheese on top. Take all of this over here out of the way. Oh, need a spoon. Oh, we have a serving spoon over there. Okay, I have some grated cheese. This is the Italian cheese. I didn't have any Parmigiano Reggiano, but I do have, this is Italian cheese. It's like 3 or 4 different of the blends. The mozzarella, and I don't know the other Italian cheeses. I'm sorry. But yes, this is simmering really, really nice. Okay, now, as I said before, this is the zucchini squash. Okay, spaghetti squash, zucchini, spaghetti. This is a spaghetti squash. It's already done, so I'm not going to heat the noodles up. What I'm going to do is let the sauce heat the noodles up because we don't want to overcook them. Put that there. Turn this down a bit. Oh, that's bubbling up really nice. Can you see that? Oh, that's cooking up really nice. I'm going to give it a quick stir. Smell-o-vision. Now we're going to put a little bit over top. Heat up the noodles. Then we'll give it a taste. Okay, got that on there. Sauce is on top. Turn that down. Put the top back on it. And then we're going to sprinkle some cheese on it. Hey, too bad I don't have any dry parsley. I could have sprinkled some on there. Doesn't that look delicious? Doesn't that look good? Now we're just going to give it a try. I know it's hot, but you know what? We can do it. I'll tell you what, that sauce is really good. It's delicious. You can't tell. Tastes like angel hair pasta. If you like what you see, click the thumbs up. If you want more, hit the dinner bell. You can leave a comment. We can talk about the recipes. That's that part-timers clicking in. If you like, you can share the channel. And one message, I'd like everybody to stay safe and positive. That's what we need. See you next time.